Welcome back to Hospitality Queens with your favorite two hospitality gurus. I'm Erin.
What up? It's Whitney.
Welcome back. We back like we never left.
Back at it like a crack at it.
Hey, it's because the time flying like I need know. I need know. Summer over almost.
It just started like a few weeks ago, I feel.
Summer for like kids that are in school type vibe because they're gonna go
Right.
back like
Next month.
less than a month from now.
Mm-hmm.
Less than a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like it used to be like later on in August. Like they
Yeah.
putting the summers back. And summer for them is summer for me because that's less I don't gotta wake up to do all the stuff in the morning. So summers are pretty essential for parents. Shout out to all the
Yeah.
parents that are gonna have to get back up to early to wrestle with your kid and pull them out of bed because they don't want to get out of bed. Shout out to us.
There's that. And then there's that.
What they do, what they
Shout
do,
out
what
to
they
all the
do.
parents. What it do? I hear you swirling over there. What you drinking?
Okay, so we don't know what the name will be, and I'm sure it'll come to us. But we
Mm-hmm.
just have our great old tequila, as always. We know we love a good tequila, a little mango juice, and I topped mine with ginger beer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but that's what I'm sipping. Just put me a little lime squeeze, nothing major, nothing major,
Nothing major.
nothing major. Girl, you better stop. You better stop. And it's just that easy.
I mean, you
Huh.
said it, you spoke it, and bam, it happened.
Y'all, have y'all been speaking your life into existence? Because we've been putting y'all on game for like a year now. I don't know when you gonna start speaking it, but Whitney had just helped me speak my life in, and we had connected instantly because we had knew that it was what it's gonna be. So I need to get y'all. I need to get in the rotation. Speak what your life gonna be.
Yeah,
The
the
next
tongue's
48 hours
powerful.
is gonna be magical for me.
First 48.
Magic happening. The magic happening. The magic happening. It makes me want to twerk. I'm so excited.
You gonna be twerking for
And
sure.
period.
For real. Cheers to that.
Cheers to the twerk. Okay, wait. Did you see that senator that like was twerking or something? I feel like I ran across it. Y'all know I don't be on social media like that, but something where she was the senator. I forgot what she was senator of, but she had a whole twerk video. She was doing a handstand. I said, "Ma'am, they levels to the twerk, ma'am. I can't even do that. That was a
Yeah,
little
I
intense. How
saw
you
I saw like
twerk?
a little like clip. I didn't really get into it, but I did see that. I
Yeah,
mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the votes. I don't know. We in 2022, baby. This is what we doing now.
I didn't. That's why I didn't tap into because I was like, I don't want to go down this particular rabbit hole.
No.
However, she was like saying how she got backlash for these videos, and it was just like, well, ma'am,
What you got?
like
What you
what
got?
exactly? Like you knew what it was doing, but I think she also did it for clickbait. But personally, I think that like there's a time and a place for everything, and I love to be discreet with my freak side. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you a senator, you got it in, like, but you could be discreet about it. Like I think there's different levels of women, right? So there could be a level of woman that loves to do a twerkization, but maybe on the low key side. She in the office, she holding down, she getting stuff done, and she gonna twerk at home or with her friends on girls trip. Like I feel like it's okay. You don't gotta prove to nobody you got that twerk. You don't gotta prove to nobody. You could twerk all day long. You don't got to make no video because that wasn't no ordinary twerk. Ma'am had her feet up, y'all. This wasn't no ordinary twerk. I don't do that twerk. This was I was like, this is an intense twerk. Like that's what I saw. I was like, okay, this is next level. It'd be different if you was just dancing on the floor like everybody. We
Yeah.
got cheeks. We got cheeks in the air, man.
I mean, definitely clickbait, and then she's a politician, so she's already shady. But like, they doing anything for clout. They doing anything for clout.
I don't stand by it. I just want to be
Woo,
very
woo,
clear.
woo. They
I don't
doing
stand
anything for
by it.
clout.
I don't
Yeah.
stand
So
by
it's
that one.
just
I
she
don't stand
just
by it.
wants the clickbait. She wants the attention because who is not going to be like, oh my God, there's a senator twerking?
Right, but it's like all attention ain't good attention, y'all. Like when do
But
we
they say
learn
it is.
that?
They say it is though. That's what they say.
Mm, mm.
Or
Wh-
all publicity is good publicity. So we're finding out about her. Well, we wouldn't have known about her if she didn't
I ain't
twerk.
know about him. I ain't know about him, and
We
I
don't
don't want to
even,
know. I don't want to know no more about it though.
oh,
See,
we
that's
don't
the
even
thing.
know her name. It's just that lady.
Right.
Don't even know the
True that.
state.
I don't even know the name of the state, and I ain't interested to
Mm-mm.
know. All I know
Mm-mm.
was I didn't approve of that twerk, and it's like it's okay. She could have did it other ways. That was a very. I don't even twerk like that, and I've been in very twerk situations, and I haven't even twerked like that. It made me need it's gonna make every girl out there just doing regular twerks try to figure out how to do the handstand twerk. Well, you added more work for us, Senator. You wanna run a stage and stuff and do an handstand? This is levels.
But thinking of it in the grand scheme of things and how these senators and politicians be moving, her twerk
Hmm.
is light because they be
True,
on
true,
some other
true.
shit. So,
True,
you
true, true.
know,
I mean I
let
get it.
her,
I
let
get
her
it.
twerk. She gonna, you know, let me take a sip for that young lady twerking because these niggas, they shady, they
That
grimy, they be
they
doing the
grimy.
most. And you know what, girl, shake that ass because they doing all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So do it, bitch. Do that shit on the handstand. Let them know because they out here
Literally.
doing what
Like
they want to do.
what?
So bitch, you better do it. Cheers to her.
Well, cheers to you, sis. I mean, you had did it on the handstand. You had already, you blew me. I'm like, man, the senators doing more than me. I need to step my game up. I ain't know they was doing it like that in the office, but shout outs to you. Shout outs to
Did
wherever you to learn how to twerk. If you have a backstory, we would love to know because we need to know that you real. You regular. Because that was a regular, real move. I mean,
did you
people
see
just ain't
the
out here doing it.
did you see P Valley
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the latest episode?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hi Jahan, looking like a man.
Yeah, he can't hear you, so I'm getting
She's giving very P Valley vibes. She's probably from Chuckalisa. Used to dance at the bank. That's
yeah.
how she know how to do this. Because what does the dude running for?
Chuckalisa.
Mayor or whatever? He running for something.
Now I need to know where she lives. Now we gotta find
If
out.
it's
Cause
Mississippi, bitch.
she been watching
Did
the
they call
show.
you Sadie's or what? 'Cause-
OMG, epic. That's epic. That's epic. Epic. So true though. So true. Oh
Woo.
my god, that girl said Chuckalisa, dude. I can't. Like, I can't. Like, I genuinely can't. They put Mississippi on the Miz app though. With this show,
Woo, we be going down at the pink. And the
it
pink
be
ain't
going.
even open. And the pink ain't even open. Oh man.
Let me
I
just
hope.
say this. We can touch on P Valley. It's getting a little intense for me.
A
This
little now. It's been intense. What you mean?
no, this season
They
got
got silhouettes. They
very.
got all the body parts showing.
I was like,
Woo!
is this an imprint? Whoa, is I'm seeing it? Uh-uh.
You seen
It's
it. And
it's a
live in
lot.
color.
It's a lot. So I could say I'm not a fan of the season. I'm not a fan. It's
What?
it's too much. It's too much. I'm
What's too
not.
much? What part?
Just
Is it the love
everything.
scenes?
The love scenes are very much intense, and I feel like it's just not necessarily the best display of how that lifestyle really be working out.
Why?
It's just too much. It's
Mm.
too much. It's
Mm.
not how that be working. I don't know who really wrote it all, but they added a
I
lot of
mean,
stuff
like
in
for the gay
there.
scenes?
Huh?
For the gay love scenes? Or the.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's just how they do it in Mississippi, but like that's just not in any other arena that they have that much of a presence in that industry. That's what I mean. Like they don't have like a lot of presence in the adult industry on us. Like cuz there is actual male strip clubs. Like here we have
Yeah.
a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
They get more of a presence there, not necessarily in the women. So it's just a
Mm-hmm.
little just kind of catches you off guard a little bit on that one
For
for
you
me
mean like the
personally.
male love scenes?
Yeah, like them being involved at all. I like that they incorporated, but then I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but wait, how is all this going down like this?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Um, so for instance, like when Cliff like got on the pole and like did a dance, it's like, bro, no, men don't like. He had a pole scene. You know, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, you MC, that doesn't happen for real. Like, that's not what they came to the club for. They didn't come to the club for him. Like, it's okay to manage it and run it, but we've reached another level when you decided to get on the pole. And so it kind of takes away from what the show is presented to be. It's about the women, and we can definitely incorporate and we can have equal, both sides for sure all day, but it needs to be what the culture is with it, because that's why people are enjoying it as well, because everyone likes to go to strip club and have a good rah rah rah. But what strip club do you know? I would love for someone to hit me up and let me know what strip clubs the man's is on the pole, even if he's the MC or the manager. There's just levels to it, so it's just giving it a little bit too much. I go to male strip clubs with my gay friends over here. It's cool. It's totally different though. It's a different
Yeah.
type of vibe. So that's what I'm saying. It's just they're incorporating it as an equal, and it's just not. And I respect, anyone that's doing whatever they do out in life, but we're not. We're all equal in love. We're not all equal in sexuality, and that is okay. We're not supposed to be. We might like the same things, but if they came for me, please let that be for me. And then when they come for you, then they come for you, right? Like we need to
Yeah.
have the balance.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was cool to see because didn't even think he would know how to do that. So I liked to see that contrast, and it was like a kind of like a little snippet. Like it was very short, a short and sweet thing. He didn't have like a big thing, so I liked it. And I feel like down low gay niggas be in the club, with their homies. So somebody liked it, and where they are, it's a very small country place where they don't have that representation. They probably don't have any male strip clubs. Just thinking of like the made up world of where this it takes place. So Little Murder, for example, you know. So I just feel like it was cool. I liked it, and I actually saw a clip of in real life of him and Mercedes in like real life at a strip club, and they were doing some like pole work and stuff like that, and they were just having fun at a club. Maybe they did a hosting. So I thought it was cool, like kind of like I Am Zoe or Zoe, like how he'll do his Friday and he'd be on the pole doing his thing. Like I like to see it because it's a fucking talent to get up on that pole and do whatever
It
you got to do.
is.
So I
It
think it's
is
dope.
definitely.
I liked seeing him do his thing. So I thought it was cool
I
to
like that
see.
he has the. It's definitely it's an art and it's a thing. I just think there's a time and a place, and I think if men come to see women, regardless of what you download to do, you came for women. He can host, he can run the show, you can be a great MC because I love, especially gay males emceeing. They're bomb, funny, hilarious. Like all his roles, amazing. But I think that we don't. It's just kind of giving a lack of respect for women again, and that's just me because I've been seeing like different posts of just women, like, we've embraced, every culture, and we will always, but some things are just for us, and just like for them, some things are just for them. But we need to have the balance, because if we like the same sex, and yes, as he might be down low, why do you have to trigger him? If he wants to go down low and be on that side, wouldn't he just go? He's gonna find a way to go over there anyway. Like they always find a way. They're down low. They always find a way. They can go in the locker room together. They can go to the bathroom together. It goes
Yeah.
down for them. So don't go to a place. That's just me. I've been in that
Or maybe
industry,
he's
so
not
it's just
down
not.
low. Maybe he's just gay. He's not down low, and his friends want to go to the strip club. He likes a strip club because he can admire a woman's body, because we all can. And whatever his name is hosting, and he gets on the pole for a minute and he can be like, okay, cool. Like I came to the strip club and with my homeboys. I'm seeing these beautiful women, but I got to see this nigga bust it down on the pool real quick, and that could just be something good for him. And then someone, you never know. People, I feel like how women can admire each other's bodies, we don't know how men can. Like some men are just open to that and are okay with that. I was just talking to the girl who does my lashes, and she was just on a cruise, and she was telling me about all these gay couples that they met and her how she just loves her boyfriend for being so cool and open. Because some guys can just be like, oh, I don't want to hang out with him, or I don't want to whatever. And he was just like open and just to just chill and be like, oh, they're swaggy, or he got style, or just be accepting to people that are different than him. So I think it just comes down to like just being accepting of others because we are all different. So sometimes you may go into a place and may see something that's not for you, but you can just respect it. And it is what it is. It wasn't he didn't have a whole thing. He got on, he got off, and then it was ass and titties, you know?
Hey,
Boom.
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
not a
it.
big fan of this season though. It's just
I like
not doing
it.
what it does for me. But yeah, everything's different. I think like when I look at shows, I also like to see things that really do be happening because we live in a very fictitious world and we want to show the world and everyone's mimicking everything. So it's just not like it. First season was like, yes, sis, like giving all the things. And I like how they're breaking down different characters because we definitely need to know the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Love the backstories because that's what people can relate to, real life things that are happening and how they overcome them.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the backstory vibe, just a little different.
Or maybe it could happen some places. We just don't know. So yeah,
Apparently,
if
it's a
you live in a
Chucalissa,
small little
sis.
city
Apparently, Chucalissa.
and let us know. It could be happening. We
It's
just
going down in
don't know.
Chucalissa. I'll tell you
It
that. It's
could
going
happen in
down.
Mississippi. Them little
It's
southern
going down.
towns be
It's
getting it
going
in.
down.
So you never know. You never
You
know.
don't know till you know. You don't
Yeah.
know till you know. Super crappy part though about that last season was or show was that the dude decided to commit suicide because he just couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a part of life that we don't give enough love to because there's so many people that were institutionalized from being in jail for years and years, and they come out and they truly just have troubles adjusting because being confined for a very long time messes up your mental state.
Mm-hmm.
And we in America created to make it very hard for felons to get a job, to get an apartment, to travel. Like, they just can't come out and really live life hard. They really do have a really big disadvantage and struggle. And mentally, they may not have all the capacity to know how to maneuver yet. So super sad. If you guys know anyone or if you've had suicidal thoughts, please seek help and counseling. We're all here for getting the mind right, getting the body right. So, because no one deserves to lose a life, nor do you want to see your friend right there decide to take theirs. Super sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he had some shit since he was a little boy that happened to
Yeah.
him that I don't know how anyone could live through, whether he went to jail or not. And no one probably poured into him how they should have from that time of him witnessing what he witnessed. So yeah, I feel like after that, like he said, his life ended that night. So he was kind of just here, but really not present. So yeah, that was super sad, super real. And I like that it happened like that. I mean, because it's just a show, but not everything is going to be fairy tales and like, oh, I'm just going to go with you on tour where everything is laid out, where I would have a car because he got a car, where I would have a job because he was going to be security. He had everything for him because his homeboy held him down. So sometimes it's just not enough when you have all those demons happening for you. And I was watching something the other day because it really comes down to your parents and your upbringing and all that. Um, it's always sometimes it's like the people. It doesn't matter what the outside looks like. Sometimes it's the prettiest people that have the demons going, like have the demons. Like we just don't really know what's happening. with their lives and what they're going through, and it sadly starts in their house when they're a child or something
Mm-hmm.
that they're suppressing, and we don't know what they're dealing with, and they just literally cannot take it
Yeah.
anymore. So yeah, it's a lot. And I feel like even with work, just working with a lot of different people, I see it coming out and like see how the way people are and the way they operate. And it's like you're dealing with something
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
need to seek help because you're
Yeah.
projecting it on others. You're self-medicating, you're doing all these things,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming out in not the best way.
Right.
So yeah. It's crazy, but I feel like you always say it's a healed girl and healed boy summer. Healing for everybody.
Yeah. Just
For
be there for
everybody.
your peeps. Like, um
And be there
don't
for
treat anybody
yourself.
different. Yeah, and don't treat
Yeah.
people different because they went to jail, y'all. They human too. Don't treat people differently. If they come and try to work at your establishment, don't treat them no way. If you know, like, don't treat them anyway, because depending on what they had going on, and even, in jail, like, they learn stuff there, y'all. They read and shit. Like, we had Greedy Intentions on our show. There were two men that wrote a book together that, went, met each other while being locked up. So, like, and to see the growth now and what they're doing, like, don't discriminate. Don't treat people away, and don't give them an opportunity to work for you or to be your friend. They need friends too.
And there's
Okay.
a
And
lot of people that have been to jail that don't look like they've been to jail. Because like stereotypical, you're gonna think it's
right,
a
right,
black
right.
man. Da, da, da. There's a lot of people that have been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't talk about it anymore. They try to push them and they just start their life over. But because
Right.
of their family background, the color of their skin, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they have more lenience to start over. And
Right,
people
right.
just
Mm-hmm.
don't know. They forget. They can move to a whole nother place,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just that. It's just easier for them. So a lot of people
Yeah.
be going down for a lot of shit with money,
Everything.
all kind of stuff. I saw there's a
Everything.
lady on a Housewives who just went to jail, or no, she's not going to jail, but she's being sentenced for like fraud and all this shit. And you would never think, like looking at her, like that she would be arrested or even in the situation to even potentially be arrested. But everybody does some sort of crime. It's not just the black and
Them
brown.
housewives be going down. Who this was?
I don't know. I don't watch the Housewives anymore, but it was one of
Them
them.
housewives be going down.
Somebody from somewhere. Yes, she's about to be sentenced for like fraud. She was like a part of some shit. I don't know. But it was like the Real
Mm.
Housewives of I don't know. I don't watch them.
Cray, y'all. Cray.
Hmm.
Well, now you know. Now you know.
Ooh, speaking of going to goddamn jail, the DoorDash glitch. Did you hear about that or did you read the article about it?
Yeah.
I started hearing about it. I think I saw it on Fridays. I think it happened Thursday. Like people posting stuff about DoorDash glitch. I'm like, what is it? What are y'all talking about? So I instantly went to Twitter
Mm-hmm.
because Twitter just be having all the shits.
All the tea.
So apparently Thursday, and I think they said it was predominantly in Chicago, but it could have been everywhere. I'm not sure.
Mm.
But there was a glitch on DoorDash where everything was free. So people were ordering like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of bullshit. And then in the end, still not even tipping the drivers. That's like that to me is the worst part about the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
is not tipping the drivers.
If
Because
you got it for free, then what's the problem? But they don't
like
care. That just it's just the world we live in. They don't care. They want
and
everything for free. It's
the shit
annoying.
like so if DoorDash is free, the fact that these people are getting McDonald's shows their level of like
Class. And
McDonald's,
I'm gonna
bro.
just say what it is, what it is. Everybody still
I'm
eating
not
Big
getting no damn
Macs.
McDonald's, bro.
Y'all
That's
just
the
need to go ahead
last
and
thing on my
stop.
mind. Last thing on my mind. But they were showing pictures of like McDonald's with all of their orders, like flooded all their screens, just like flooded out with all these DoorDash orders. Like someone ordered a TV, someone else, yeah, someone ordered like a bunch of
I
Plan
can't stand
Bs.
people. Like I can't stand people.
Yeah,
Like I
like
legit can't stand them.
ridiculous shit.
I'm sorry, people, but it's just that type of ignorance that is just disgusting to me. It's
And
just
did you
disgusting.
think, like, I
A
guess
TV,
obviously they're
bruh.
not thinking, but if I'm like, damn, I went to order something on DoorDash and it's like not charging me anything. Okay, maybe let me just order my regular order and just send it through and see what happened. If I
I would
just
just
get
do that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if I just get
Mm-hmm.
my,
Mm-hmm.
the $20 I was gonna spend for free, then okay, I'm
Bit.
happy with that. I'm done. Cool.
Done. Done.
And then that's
Done.
it.
That's it. That's it. For real. Real talk. Real talk. Because it's like, if anything, maybe I'm like, okay, well, let me add a little appetizer, but something I still could afford. Should they want to
Yes.
come back and be like, ma'am, pay that? Because that would have been my initial. Like this, like they have everything you have on file. They have your
Your
address, your credit
address.
card. Like, I don't know, they might come back. Let me just, if anything, I'm gonna splurge or something. Maybe it might come back. Maybe it's a free. Who knows? I'm gonna be ready for whatever. I'm not gonna order up the block. That's ignorant. And then you can't be mad when they come back for you because I'm sure somewhere in their clause it says some shit that you gonna have to pay, y'all.
Yeah, it's a
Y'all don't be reading
business.
the terms. Y'all don't read the agreed to terms. Y'all don't be reading it.
It's
Y'all
a
don't be reading
business,
it. It
bro.
is a business, and they gonna get every coin back. And McDonald's gonna get
Yeah,
their coin back. Burger King, all the places y'all order from, which y'all know y'all wrong, but they gonna get their money back,
that's
and
just
that's on
crazy.
period.
Cause
That's just like
you
y'all.
can't return the Big Macs. Like what did you? It's like what did y'all do with all that food? You got a
Somebody
big
better
ass
return that
families.
TV. Return that TV. I bet you.
That's
I bet they better turn that
crazy.
family. Mm,
Yeah,
mm, 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 mm,
makes no
mm.
sense. No sense.
None.
Like,
It's actually very disgusting.
hmm
It's very disgusting. I'm very disgusted with people and the shit that they pull. So get y'all life together.
this is America.
Mm. So, speaking of like glitches and things that happen, I met up with a friend today. Shout out to Just Lee Anna and Lee's Accessories. Hey,
Really?
met up with Lee today. We just grabbed some quick lunch, whatever, but the systems went out. Like their systems went out. They kept rebooting it, kept trying to get it restarted. It just was not coming back up. I had to go to the bank, get cash, and just leave it because they couldn't even print my check. He wrote down the order, calculated himself with the best of his ability with taxes, which shout out to Chris. That was my server. Real cute. Okay. Had them eyes.
Mm.
But he was super sweet about everything, like everything. Like he was just so cool. And a part of me, like, I haven't want being in the industry and just knowing like where we've come so long, it was like I didn't really have the time to, but I really wanted to like dive in, like what made you do this, and like because he just had a really good personality in the
Mm-hmm.
particular area we was in. My
Mm-hmm.
attitude wouldn't be that good because I know what he deals with on the daily. That wasn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily the best area where I know he gets a lot of difficulties in
Mm-hmm.
what he does, and I just loved his personality, and he was just like wrote it down on paper. It was just super nice, super just awesome. So shout outs to Chris. Went to the ATM though, but it stopped, and that happened one time. I worked a day party. We like broke the system because like it was like so much sales within a certain amount of time. Like the computers froze. We had to do a reset. Got back on, blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. But it was like a good like 20 minutes. We couldn't take payments or do
Mm-hmm.
anything. So I remember back in the day, we used to have the little machine that you can like write over the paper to get the credit
Mm-hmm.
card stuff. And he was
Mm-hmm.
saying that like, oh, we could probably write it down and stuff like that. And it's like so much has changed since then. It's like I don't feel comfortable with anyone
No.
having my card information for long periods of time. Like I don't feel comfortable for it. So I was like, no,
Mm-mm.
like the bank legit, and it was like this is how the universe works. The bank was legit like in the same parking lot, like
Oh,
my
perfect.
bank. I'm like, sign me up. Like it was right there. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, Lee, you stay here. I'm going to the bank. We gonna get out this nasty thing. Um, So it was super clutch. But I'm like, that kind of stuff happens. I just feel like right now in these crazy times and days, like I don't feel comfortable leaving my shit anywhere.
No,
Anywhere. Like it
no.
ain't going nowhere, y'all. It's gonna stay with me. I gotta go to the ATM. Like I was even to the point where it's like I'll just cash app you the money and you can enjoy.
Yeah,
Cause it's
yeah.
like I'm not leaving my card anywhere. Like are
No,
y'all
that's
gonna have to just comp
happened.
this meal? Like it is what it is.
Period. This is not my
You ain't
fault. But
getting my
that's
card.
similar things that happen in my job. We use Toast, and sometimes it'll like go offline. So when you try to process the card,
Mm-hmm.
it won't process it, and it'll say process in background, which you can do
Mm.
that. But what if the person card declines? Then you kind of
Mm-hmm.
run that risk of whenever the system is back up, the
Right.
card could decline.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in that sense, then you just have to comp it in whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But at my job, it's cool. We have barcodes on the thing, so
Mm-hmm.
you can literally pay from your phone.
Bet.
So
Yeah. So good.
Amazon, like I used it, like I bought food and I used my Amazon Pay because I didn't have my cards with me. So boom, Apple Pay, all the things. So that's
Mm-hmm.
a really cool thing, and everyone loves it. Like it's so convenient. Like yeah, you can pay and dip. You don't have to wait for the server to come, run the cards, all that. Super easy for when things like that happen. And technology be technology. It can just
Yeah.
go down at any time. So yes, I definitely do remember those like things with the paper and the old
I
school.
remember
They
because
probably don't
back
even make
then
them no more.
don't because we were asking the server and Lee actually asked the server if they had one of those and he was like I was like,
But
yeah, you probably don't know
still,
about
that's
them.
still risky because it's still has your whole card on it. So
Yeah, I
that
wasn't
could
doing
just
that.
fall into the wrong person's hands. So I still wouldn't want to do that now either. All they
No,
gotta
I'm
do
about
is
to be
take
like,
a
y'all gotta
picture.
comp this. This is on y'all. Like
Mm-mm.
the restaurant will
Yeah.
understand. It is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, stuff like that do be happening, but y'all, I've had my identity stolen several times where I've like had to get new cards and stuff like that. So it's like I
Mm-hmm.
just don't even play no games with them. So you guys be cautious, be careful. Like don't you can only be mad at yourself if you leave your card information laying around.
I
Be
met
mad
this
at yourself.
table this over the past week. And oh my God, have you ever had a table that just kept you there? They were just talking, but we
Yes,
were having great
hours.
conversation though. I was just
Mhm.
like, but it was my only table, and they were cute ladies just having lunch, and she was telling me her mother-in-law lost all of her money, like all of her money, to a scam. It was like someone saying, like I don't remember the super duper details, but it was they called
Mhm.
her and told her that she had to pay this amount of money, and she believed it and just kept sending them money over
Mhm.
time. She was giving them other family members information like
Mhm.
addresses, socials, all this to
Mhm.
these scammers, and the FBI is now involved. All like it's deep, and this lady will never get her money back because she lied to the bank. She lied to the bank because they tried to stop one of the transactions, and she lied to them to cover for these people because she was like, "Oh no, it's fine. Like I authorized this," and because she did that, she can't get her money back.
You
She lied.
she got scam swindled.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was like, damn, like, but that's who they get, the old people who just
Yeah, for
are
sure, for sure.
they're so trusting and they get so scared, like, oh my God, I owe this money and da da da. So they get scared. I always tell my grandma, do not answer the phone if you don't know the number. If they
Mhm.
call you, if they don't leave a message, do not call them back because they prey on people like you. So
Mhm.
don't.
Mhm.
It's so easy. And she always watching Dr. Phil. There's always a thing on Dr. Phil about some old lady or old man who gets swindled out of all their money because there's someone who scams them like that. It's super sad, but it's the world that we live in, and they can never find the person. Like they're super smart, like who know how to navigate and do this to so many people. So,
Mhm. I know, sad, but like,
woo.
hey, don't be just being so free with your cash. I'm just saying.
Some people are just trusting, and that's why they just get the old people and make them scared. Like you have to pay this money, or you're gonna go to jail, or something like that. And instead of, they panic, and instead of asking a family member first or, calling their kids, they just send the money because they're scared. So they know exactly what they're doing. So that's how they're able to be successful at doing it. But it's a dog eat dog world out there.
Ain't it though? Ain't it though? So just saying, y'all be careful. Hold your shit together.
Mm.
Hold your side. Hold your life together.
So this past week, I think it was Wednesday, I went to one of our old stomping grounds, Bahama fucking Breeze. We used to go there all the time. I think for happy hour or something back in the day. Was it happy hour? It was something. Um, Back in the day, and we just got one here in the past couple months.
Hmm.
And I didn't ever think I was gonna go. Um, but it was next to where I was doing furniture shopping, and we just came from Jonas Speech Therapy. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go. It's in the daytime, so really light. But I really liked it because they had a lot of Black people working there. So I like that. Bartender was Black. I've got a Caribbean old fashioned, and it was fire. It was
Hmm.
the thing was thinking, but it's old fashioned, so it should,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's gonna get you there. But I liked that it had a coconut water big ice cube in it, and
Hmm.
I like that like little twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really like is that and it's a corporate franchise restaurant, so it just took me back to like that feeling of the manager doing table touches. That's very important.
Very
He came
important.
by our table like 2 or 3 times.
I love that.
And our server,
Mm-hmm.
she was just like, she wasn't like bad, but she wasn't great. Like she just did
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
bare minimum, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it was the manager that made it way better.
That's
Like
awesome.
I love that. And I miss that because I remember that from Fridays. Like the manager is
Mm-hmm.
gonna go talk to a few different tables and all that. And just having that presence of like knowing a manager is there is comforting. But I think we got a new item that they had on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to, ask my feedback about the new item. So
Mm-hmm.
that was cool. And then he came back at the end. And I don't know what we were talking about. Just came back at the end just to make sure everything was okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And me and him were just talking for the longest time. Like he was so cool, just telling me that he's only been in Charleston for 7 months because the restaurant is
Mm-hmm.
new, and asking me about places that he should eat and stuff like that. Like he
Nice. I
was
like
super
that.
cool. So the manager touching the table, A1. You
Yeah,
need
and
that.
that needs to be more prevalent because
Mm-hmm.
I do not see that like we used to see it back in the day. Like
Never.
sometimes you don't even see a manager walking around. And today when we were out eating, like the manager actually, because we set it at the door forever. No one, server saw us, bartender saw us. No one acknowledged us at all. And the
That's
manager
fun.
came up, and the first thing she says, "Who was first?" Was like, "Well, hello, thanks for waiting, thanks for," like, it was no real greet. And as soon as I saw her and she approached me like that, I instantly judged her. I sure did. I said, "She whack. She's a horrible manager. I could tell already just how you came for me." And then like
Mm-hmm.
when the systems went down, I saw her walking around, all the things. That was a perfect time. You only had like 5 tables in the restaurant, 5, legit. It was so slow. That was a great time for you to say, "Hey, systems are down. We're working on it." That was like my server did that, but you could have did that because it's only 5 tables, friend.
Yeah.
You could go ahead and do a walk around and do that. So I instantly knew she was a horrible manager in the front and the back of the house and with your staff. So no, I think table touches are super important, but it goes back to having a crappy foundation in your restaurant. It starts at the top and it trickles
Mm-hmm.
down. When you don't set
Mm-hmm.
the tone for your workplace is going to be trash. And
And you
that's
can't be
why
mad when it's
you
trash
can't.
because what are you giving your people? You have to
Exactly.
kind of like self-reflect and be like, you know what? Let me think about what I'm doing. How am I contributing to the success? Because yeah, that's what it comes down to, the culture of your restaurant.
It does.
And
It
I've worked places
does.
where they don't even, some of the owners don't even like, don't say I'm the owner. They don't even want to. I'm like, why? You should have the pride, but some
No.
people don't because
No.
they don't, and it's
They
Woo, it's
don't.
deep, girl. It's deep.
They don't want it. And I think I don't know if I want to call it PTSD, but it's very much similar of what I have and why I can't truly work for someone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why another reason why I'm having a hard time committing
Mm-hmm.
because people's leadership skills are just not up to par.
It's
And I think
poor.
I it's very poor and I've learned a lot about leadership. I just don't want like I feel like I've been trying to just work on me right now. So I'm trying to lead my life. I ain't trying to lead everybody else's. So that's
Mm-mm.
why I just fall back. It's like, no, friend, like I feel you. I just want to work in an environment where it's good leadership. It might not be amazing, and I'm not looking for amazing or perfection, but I'm looking for decent and growth to be had. And I'm not finding that. And I think that's why I can't like commit because it's like I don't want to be in the energy space because everyone's going through something in life right now. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to know that like we have created a space that is open and secure and fun and we know that we came here for the coin and so the only way we're going to get the coin is by us liking each other and us doing what needs to have been done to keep the coin revolving. But when you're a shitty leader, you're not bringing money in the door. You're taking money away because you don't want to tame these beasts out in the wind in the jungle. You better tame them. And I can't even speak on it. I can't even speak on it.
Yeah, it's real interesting out here.
It's everybody's going through something. Like I a last show I mentioned about just my work environment and how the things weren't going good. And it was a self reflection moment. It was like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely love hospitality, and I don't ever want to it's not to be a part of my life. I've decided that that is my calling and it's me. However, we are the one industry that goes through we be going through, but we don't have well, it's just like anyone, like when they pour out their whole life for everybody else, they don't have that coming back. We struggle with
Mm-hmm.
that in this
Mm-hmm.
industry, and it's so important for our leaders. But I was kind of talking to some new managers in the restaurant, and instantly, like, I'm like, is it worth it? Like, da 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 da, like, because I've been there, done that. I've been asked several times. I don't want to smoke because
Mm-mm.
it's not enough pay for all the work, and it was like, you know, managers get way less pay than you do out on the floor. Everybody needs to understand
Mm-hmm.
that. So it's really important for them to be fed something else because their only thing they're getting is the stability on the check. They're
Right.
getting more hours and
Right.
more stress. They only get stability in the check. As a server,
Mm-hmm.
bartender, buster, whatever, your money is funny. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. But I'm gonna tell you one thing I learned is your money being funny can bring you more peace than your money being stable that brings you more stress. So just
Yeah.
weigh your options. Weigh your
It's
options.
crazy how that works though. Because I feel
And
like that's crazy. Because when we were both in our like corporate jobs, we knew how much we are gonna get paid, consistent paycheck,
comfortable.
health insurance, B,
Everything
braces.
was good.
I got everything I need. Now it's like, I don't got no insurance.
Cut the
This
check.
shit is up and down, up and down. Cut the check, okay? We're paying out of pocket for everything.
Hmm.
But you're right. It's more peace of mind for real. I'm
It,
just like, there's no stress. Like, we ain't Aaron. We don't be calling, complaining
no, Whitney,
about. Well,
no.
I
Oh yeah.
mean, there's
Yes.
some small instances, but that's when people be
Right.
fucking with us. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
fuck
No,
with us. But that's
it's
some
not
little
for
moments.
real. Hmm.
But
Hmm.
that's just like
Hmm.
some moments that's like, okay, they on some fuck
Hmm.
shit, and we gonna let them just be there. But that stress is constant, ongoing. It never ended.
Right.
Okay, I don't
Hmm.
mind going to work, but then it was a struggle to go to work.
It was a
Mental
struggle.
breakdowns, crying on the way to work, like that is not life.
That is not
I
life.
just won't ever do that again. But it is very, I can come, I can go, by have my days off. Like,
Isn't
it's
it
great.
insane? Like I've actually had
It's
one.
great.
I've had one too many days off. Like, and I was like, okay,
Hmm.
good, you having a lot of days off. But I had to like rewind. It was like I am so programmed to be a worker bee that I don't even know how to not have a day off. I'm losing my shit. I'm losing my damn shit because you get everybody gets in worker bee, and if you're like me, like I'm a worker. And I work and I would have my side hustles and I have this and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm spread thin. And now I'm like, okay, I can
Mm-hmm.
replenish in me
Yep.
and replenish in me. And when I was talking, I called Whitney with, a little scenario over the weekend or whatever. And in that moment, I feel like I was actually able to self reflect, which if I was busy with my normal stuff, that wouldn't have not happened. Whitney knows that
Yeah,
would have not
no.
happened. It would have been no
No.
self reflection. It would have been like, hell no, rah, rah. Like it would have been no self reflection. I was
Or
able to self
yeah,
reflect.
yeah, or even like that whole situation probably wouldn't have even because your
Mm-hmm.
whole
Mm-hmm.
life would have
Mm-hmm.
been so different
Yeah.
if
It'd
in
have
the
been like,
grand scheme of
no.
the whole
Yeah.
thing, it would have
And
been
nothing ever went down.
so different. It would have been so different because you
It
would have
wouldn't
had
even
your
be
damn
hard.
work phone. You'd have been that goddamn work phone, y'all.
I got no. Oh,
I
y'all
literally
having
felt like I
one
worked there.
phone.
It was horrible. I'm so happy you
It's
don't work there no
it's
more.
life changing. And then when I got the other job where I got a work phone, I was like, fuck, I'm back here again. Like, and then when I realized that wasn't for me either, it's just like I really can't explain it. I'm not gonna say that it's glitz and glam on the other side. That is not what it is. It's always a work in progress. But I think I'm a true believer of when we say it all the time, when you invest in yourself, that's your best investment. I've truly
Hmm.
just invested time into myself,
Hmm.
and that is my best investment. I've invested time into myself, and I'm seeing the progress, y'all. The bank account, it ain't as stable, okay, but the bills pay. Got food, got gas, like everything ain't great. I really can't complain. I'm very much thankful.
Blessed, yes.
Hella, hella. Okay, about to go make me a sandwich after this, and it's gonna be great. But it's very difficult, but I think those are the best parts of life. So
It's very. Hmm.
whatever y'all
Sorry, go
do,
ahead.
no, just like whatever y'all do, there's light. Where the light be?
Yeah. It's like it's freeing almost. You know that
It's
song?
very free.
MFREE, fuck nigga free. Hey,
We
let's
fuck job free. We fuck
go.
job free.
Ooh, we fuck job free. Period. Mm, mm. Shout out to Glorilla.
Yeah,
FREE, fuck nigga
real
free.
talk. Because every day that I wake up, I'm like, ooh, bitch. Got to get
Yeah, we're
up.
not
But I'm
sad.
like,
We not like getting out the bed like it's not a bad thing. I really don't mind. So I'm here for it.
I what's so crazy is now I'm like learning ways of my morning routine because I actually enjoy my morning routine. There's a couple things I would like to tweak, but I know those are about to be tweaked shortly when
Mm-hmm.
school start again. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I'm proud of myself because I told myself just for once bet on you. It might be a little cringy. It's gonna hurt a little bit. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You can't do what you want to do when you want to do it, how you want to do. But it's gonna work out.
Mm-hmm.
My sister coming
It's
in town next week. I've been wanting to see her. I was gonna go see her. I said, "No, friend, fall back." She coming. I said, "Well, ain't that something?" She gonna go ahead
look
and
at that.
come. I ain't even gotta go nowhere. I'm here.
See?
Whitney gonna come to the D. We here,
FREE.
and it's almost Virgo season. And then I need
Let's
to.
go.
I feel like I need to say the coins.
Let's go. Have you seen the prank, the child prank that parents are playing? They're like, so they're say like your kid's playing the game in the room, right? So okay, you gonna be my child, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just doing what you doing, Erin. This lady outside, we just got into it. I'm about to beat her ass, but she got a daughter, and I'm gonna need you to fight her daughter if she jump in. Come on, put your shoes on, let's go. That's a prank. So they're playing pranks on their kids. Like, this lady, I'm about to fight this lady, but she got a daughter, and I need you to fight her daughter if she jump in. And seeing the reaction from the kids are fucking priceless. It's so
I have
funny.
not heard of this. This is
Oh my
epic.
god, it's epic. I gotta show it to you. Like some kids are like, bitch, no, and the other kids putting their hair in a bun, putting their shoes. Say less, mama, let's go. And I'm like, that's right. It's epic. It's fucking epic. It's so funny. So you
Oh
gotta see
my
it.
god, why are they doing these kids like that?
It's
That's
so
fucking crazy.
funny.
I have
I
not seen
love
this at
it.
all.
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so good.
Mm.
So good.
Y'all, is
Yeah.
y'all pranking y'all kids? My kid gonna be looking like,
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work for Joni yet. He's not gonna understand what the fuck I'm talking about, but
all I know is my
it's
kid,
very funny.
like, if you touch him the wrong way, he automatically swinging. But that's just his
Yeah.
defense. It's like his own defense, which I'm actually very proud of that defense because he like he wants his personal space, and I didn't teach him aggression. He just knows
Mhm.
how to like protect his space and energy,
Mhm.
and I do appreciate that. I'm super excited and nervous all at the same time because he's going back to school after 2 years. So
Mhm.
I just wanna I'm gonna make sure I do lots of meetings. I'm gonna be up at the school, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna be up at school because that was one thing I could say about my mom that I really enjoyed after the fact. Like when she was doing it, I wasn't really feeling it.
Mhm.
But she was very prevalent in school. Like everybody knew my mama, everybody knew me. Like I was just like protected and people enjoyed me. It wasn't like a oh my god. No, it was like, hey, like she's good. Like
Mhm.
I didn't want to smoke, they didn't want to smoke. We all good. Everybody just leave me alone. And so I want to make sure that I'm very present in the school because I like the school district. But sometimes, like as parents, we're still working and we have so much going on that like our
Mhm.
kids just gets lost in the school system and we're not involved. And I shall not be that. I'm gonna be at the schoolhouse because I need every kid to know. Okay, he put them paws on you is because you came up in his face. I don't want no smoke. He don't want the smoke, but everybody needs to
Mhm.
leave him alone. Like my kid is very bag getting 50-50. He is. He is. He don't care. He really don't care who you are and what age you are. He's give him his feet and which I'm
And
excited he
you
got
did.
that trait.
Yeah.
That's a good trait to have.
Not a
It's like
bad one to
everybody
have.
nobody wanna do all that. He ain't bothering you. He won't. He'll stay in his own area. So I'm gonna need y'all to do the same.
That's
Cause
funny.
cause E gonna be at the schoolhouse. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And at the picnics. Okay, period.
post some of those on our story
That's
throughout the
epic.
week. But it's so
All
funny.
right. Well, I cannot wait to see the shenanigans. I've been reading
So
this
fun.
chakra book, something I've been working on as my personal
Mhm.
healing. Last week we got to the root chakra. We
Mhm.
healed on that. I want to say I think I gave you guys some affirmations of that, but I got some good affirmations on my next chakra that I've been working on, and it kind of touched on what we had touched on earlier. I want to because when I read it, I was like, ooh, school started. I wasn't ready, y'all. Okay, so this I wasn't ready. I wasn't expecting it. So it says, "I love my body and I honor what brings it pleasure." Okay, I was like, okay, yeah. It says, "I feel confident and secure in my sexuality and I'm safe to explore it."
I
Mm.
like that.
Okay, it says, "I honor my emotions and feel through them as they come. I'm creative. I'm creative and being filled with passion and inspiration." And the universe provides me and it is in my soul. So I thought that was interesting to like own your sexuality and be confident. And me and Whitney, I made a comment over the weekend to her about I think I'm starting to understand why people choose like an open situation. I'm starting to understand the background of that because first I was like I'm not understanding, but I had the clarity had came to me.
Mhm.
So shout outs to everybody that's just doing your thing,
Mhm.
however you may do it. And yes, we accept others. You know, my thing is just accept or read the room. How about that? Just read the room. And just as you want to be accepted, also accept others for what they're not into. Like it's not
Yeah.
always about you. think about others as well. So that's a tip. It's not just about you. Be comfortable with yourself, but read the damn room and do what it needs to have been done when it needs to have been done.
Read the room.
Read the room. That's a name. Read the
Mm.
room.
Was that the name of the episode?
Read the
Read,
room.
read that goddamn room, sis. Yeah.
Cause I feel like I could go into like you when you go into work and you feel the energy a little shaky or whatever. You like, I'm gonna go ahead and let them have it then.
Yeah, that's your cue to shut the hell up and don't say shit. Because that came up a lot at work this weekend. Because Lord help, there was this girl. She was trying to bring up some shit during a time where shit did not need to be brought up. Okay, it was when
Mm-mm.
in one of them little sticky little
Situation.
situations happening.
Yeah.
And girl, if you don't just stay over there. And she didn't read the room. And she felt the vibe. She felt the stickiness because she put herself in the stickiness because she didn't read the room.
Mm.
Whew. But yeah, reading the room is very important.
Read the room, y'all.
Mm.
Read the room.
Or you gonna get read
Cause
real quick.
I'm
Real
tired. I'm
quick.
tired of sparing y'all. I'm tired of sparing y'all. I be sparing y'all
Uh-huh.
feelings, but it's like if you keep bothering me, I'm not gonna spare y'all's. I'm just not. I don't have to. Read the
My tip.
room.
I saw this and I posted it on my story. But it says the tip for today is control how you respond to things sent to destroy your peace.
You better speak on it. Mm,
That's deep. That
that's
takes
deep.
work. It takes work. It's
It
not gonna
does.
happen overnight because you gonna react how you gonna react. But
You
sometimes
gonna
if you have
do.
the chance, just like you said, self reflect. Like take a step back and be like, okay, how did we get here? How am I gonna? It's just all on how you respond.
Mhm.
Is
Mhm.
how everything's gonna go.
Mhm.
So,
Self
and
reflection is so real.
yeah, yeah. And I
Mhm.
feel like I've learned that and just a lot over the weekend too. Like I feel like there's some things that I could have responded away, but I had to
Mhm.
think about it. It's like it's some things are not even really about you. It's
Mhm.
not about you. It's not about what you did. It's really
Mhm.
about that person and what they're going through and how they're responding to it. And it's
Mhm.
not. This ain't even about me.
This ain't
So,
even that. Can't even speak on.
so yeah. Silence is a virtue, and you just let things play out how they're gonna play.
Real talk.
Because it's hard. It takes a lot of growth to get there. But I'm happy that I have that
Mm.
growth, and I'm happy that I'm not the Whitney from 5 years ago
Mhm.
who would
Mhm.
just like quit or just be like fuck it or
Mhm.
whatever
Mhm.
or
Mhm. Mhm.
you know
Mhm.
have a
Mhm.
super duper attitude or just what the fuck ever I would do.
Yeah.
Like now I can just be like, you know what, cool, cool,
True.
and
True.
just keep it
Shout outs to
moving.
that. I love that. Yeah. I love that. I'm not even the Erin from 6 months ago, and that's
Yeah.
just being real. And it's like,
But
it's
I
a
feel
lot,
like you get
y'all.
tried the most when you're
Mhm.
like really trying to elevate. Like that's when you really get, like they say, don't poke the bear. That's when the bear is poked.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
I
yeah.
and I
Oh
think
yeah.
it means a lot, like for everybody, like how do you control your emotions?
How do you control them? Very good question.
Like we're entrepreneurs, we have things like one day we are going to have employees, and one day, like, our businesses are going to just like our businesses are going to continue to elevate, and things are going to get thrown at us. It's just going to happen
Mhm.
that we don't like, that are just
Mhm.
out of our control.
Mhm.
But how do we respond to that? So,
Yeah. Very
so yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. I think it took some time for me to take a step back and work on myself to be the best leader because I think that anything that I know that is important to me is creating a space for people to grow just like I did. I don't ever want people to feel like what I felt like in corporate America. I don't want that for nobody. So one of my biggest takeaways was being able to create a space where people can grow. Like I want people to walk and work for me and want to be here and love what I'm bringing to the table and love that they're legit getting fed with greatness every day. Like they come to work like we doing the damn thing. And if my environment's like that, not like that, then I'm just not ready to have employees. And that's just what it is. Because I don't
Yeah.
want nobody to feel the way I felt in those arenas because you work for, you're like a robot. I'm like, no, I'm not a robot. No.
Yeah. We're
Mm-mm.
human. We're human. We have
Mm-mm.
feelings, we have emotions, we have life outside of this. We have things happening with our bodies while we're working, things in our head, like, like you
Mm-hmm.
never know what someone's going through. So I feel like you have
Mm-hmm.
to be very mindful of that as well. I hate the saying like leave it at the door, because sometimes there's some shit that you can't leave. It's always going
Correct.
to be back there, especially if you're a parent. You're always going to be thinking about your kid and all
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just it's a lot. It's a
It
lot.
is. It is.
Um.
I like the saying like leave it at the door because I would say that. However, yes, it's still in the mind. But I think it's all about how you set the tone. Like think about
Mhm.
pre-shifts and stuff like that. That pre-shift
It needs to
is,
be positive.
it needs to be given what it needs to have gave. And I remember
Mhm.
we were doing like virtual stuff, and I would always say like a positive, and I would make everybody go around like, hey, tell me one great thing that happened to you this day, or tell me this, or tell me that, because it's like I want you to talk about you, not the
Mhm.
job for 5 seconds. It's
Mhm.
about you
Mhm.
for five
Mhm.
minutes, and for you to feel like, let me pat myself on the back. Like, we don't do that enough. We just want to know, tell me why, or we get too personal. It's like we need to keep it short and sweet. Tell me one great thing that happened to you this week. Dot, dot, dot. That's so vague, right? It could be anything. So
Mhm.
we really need to start having those pre shifts that mean something. And I'd be affirming. I remember my last situation I was in with work. I would send out like marketing campaigns,
Mhm.
and I would put an affirmation on everyone. And people like, they were like, oh, send me your campaign before you send it out. No, ma'am, I'm gonna send it out and then I'll send you what I sent because you're gonna try to make me change it, and I'm not gonna change it. I'm affirming. I'm helping them affirm their day because I'm affirming
Mhm.
mine to be up in
Mhm.
here with y'all. I had to affirm mine, so they gonna be affirmed, and they gonna like what it's gonna be like. And
Mhm.
it's an affirmation for me. And I would find like work affirmations and stuff like that because people, no one's feeding into y'all. I'm not gonna be your freaking worker bee that ain't gonna feed into y'all. Y'all gonna want to work with me because I'm feeding into y'all. That's just how it's gonna work.
Period.
Period.
So I know that you just had I'll say a moment the other day,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I wrote this down because our one of our favorite places has a new flavor. I don't know if it's new or maybe I just don't know about it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but you know that in the DoorDash glitch, you know they ran through Wingstop, did you know they did?
What the flavor
They
be?
ran they ran through the spot, but apparently there's a hot honey, or is that old? Or have you had it before?
I ain't never
There's
had
a
that.
hot honey, bee. I feel like we need to review it soon. Everybody's saying it's bus. It's Bussington.
Oh, it's busting.
Yeah. So we gotta try it, bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, friend.
And I gotta show you this picture of all the Wingstop orders, bitch. It's crazy during DoorDash glitch. Now that I may have been, because you can put them in the air fryer. Okay, I might have
I
added
went ahead and
a.
got that 30 piece, 50
I
piece.
I would have ran out with the Wingstop. Okay, guilty. Yeah, at least I would have got the 30. Yeah,
Can't even
yeah.
speak on it. Can't even sorry, DoorDash, but
But I would have paid it back happily the next day. No
yeah, yeah,
problem.
yeah, 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 yeah. But it
No
would have had been
problem.
toe up as if it was free. For sure. For sure. I would have been right there with you, girl. Probably would have ate 25 of them that
Yeah.
night. Ain't even gonna
So
lie.
if
25.
so,
Five
if you
left
try
that
the hot
side.
honey wings at Wingstop, let us know if it's
Let us
good.
know. Yeah, I'm down to know. I'm down to know. I'm down to swiggle. I'll let you know when I'm ready for that swig, or we could get to it in the next week or two. And it
Mm-hmm.
might be on a spontaneous swig. I can swig on it. I can swig on it
Yeah, hot honey
because
at
my son
Wingstop.
loves the fries. So we could try to see what it needed to be done.
Yeah, so we gonna see.
We're gonna see what it needs to be
I had
done.
that in my notes for you. I was like, this for Erin.
Hey, to me. Shout out to me for thinking of me. She said,
And this is not. I don't know. It's just this is something we always say, and you see it all the time. But I just took a screenshot of it. Life is so short. Love on your people, and we kind of already been saying that,
Yeah.
and we say it all the time. But I got to hang out with Dash. I haven't seen Dash in a long time, and it was cool to like hang out with him. Trying to like be in his energy, lift up his spirits because he's a little uh, what's the word? He's recovering. He's healing. He's healing.
Mhm.
His back is
Mhm.
healing. So it's cool to just be around Dash. It's always a good time. So love on your people because you don't know what they're going through, and sometimes things could be like, oh, okay, well they have that and they'll be right. I know I'm bad. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
don't do
they're
that.
fine. They're good. They're
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're not. And sometimes they could be, but just you calling them or coming over and spending some time
Mhm.
with them means a lot. So whatever it is, love on your people, go over there, FaceTime them, whatever. Don't have to be long. Little 5 minute call. And I feel like that could make anyone's day because I feel like when someone takes the time to call you, that's just special to me. Like you called me on the phone.
Call me on my cell phone. Mm-mm, mm-mm. When you thinking about me, call me on the celly. Mm. When you need to get this heat. No, I'm just
So yeah,
kidding.
just call
Y'all,
them.
call me
Call
and tell 'em I
'em.
said, come on.
And get your shit,
And
nigga.
get your shit.
I'm
Man.
FREE, fuck nigga free. I need you to get your shit out of here. Hey.
Hey, get it out, y'all. And that's on period. We need y'all to read the room and get your energy together. Okay, and that's on period. And next time you are stopping at your local restaurant to support your local business owners out here to trying to feed you some great quality food, okay, hit us up with the experience. Let us know how it was. Let us know a good spizz off that you found in your city. We would love to come visit and see what it be about. And if you're in the Dallas area, hit us up. You never know. Whitney gonna be coming bless us with her presence, or maybe coming to Charleston and blessing y'all with mine. So hit us up and let us know some spots we should try and things in that nature. I didn't go anywhere new this past week, so can't really speak on anything new, but it is to come. I cooked a lot last week, so shout outs to that. Chef Game has totally did a 180, but it's okay.
Hmm.
I
That's
mean,
okay.
I still desire to have that at home chef. Um, that's never going to end. However, I've actually been enjoying like getting a little creative in the kitchen, and I have done
Mm-hmm.
that. I had like a vegan Italian night one day, which
Mm.
it was very simple actually, but it was just fun that it was something different that I would normally
Different.
eat, but everything. So we had pizza and boneless chicken wings. It was simp, but it was
Yeah.
like you normally eat it in another way. And so I like
Yeah.
it. I ate it in a different way. And I'm telling y'all, you feel so much lighter.
Yeah, for sure.
It
That
was
meat be
like
weighing you down.
it's like it weighed you down. I was tired after my extravaganza. I was like,
Take you
whew.
down. I really wanna
I was like,
take
whew,
you
I done
down.
took down. I'm
Tell
like,
you
I see,
what it's
even like you're
all
bloated.
about.
Like I get bloated. I noticed that is where. That's why people think I'm skinny right now. I'm like, bitch, I'm not skinny. I still weigh the same on the scale.
It's
It
because you're
just
not eating
look,
that meat.
it just looks lighter.
Beat that
Aesthetically
meat.
looks lighter. Aesthetically looks lighter. That's it. But
That's
really
what
not
it
that
is.
light. It's not inflamed. You need to
Mm-hmm.
be inflaming that body.
Body yada 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 yada
Speaking of
yada.
that, I'm gonna make me a pita sandwich tonight. I kind of thought of this idea. It's a pita sandwich with vegan chicken bites that I air fry. I just
Mm,
season them up, and you can't tell. I found a really good brand. So if y'all are
mm-hmm.
interested, which I got it from Walmart, air fry them, but they're like it's giving what it needs to have gauge. I'm just gonna make a pita sandwich.
I'm here for the pita
I
sandwich.
I already feel like I envisioned it because I am hungry. So hopefully it's just as bussing as it has sounded in my head.
It will be. It will
Just
be.
bussing. It's bussing in my thoughts.
I got faith in you.
Yeah. So stop stopping yourself. Is the
Did we
shirts we
talk
have on
about the church
tonight?
yet? I feel like,
No. Stop
oh,
stopping yourself.
goddamn.
Shirts we're wearing. If you're not on YouTube, you can't see this, but we had grind mode. Chaos was on our show, and he told us about these shirts. We copped them with the ASAPness. So make sure you guys check out that episode, check out that cocktail, and check out his site. Stop stopping yourself because you're stopping yourself from greatness. So, and every time you make an excuse for why you can't do something, you stopping yourself, friend. Why you can't be
Hmm.
on a diet? Why you can't go to the gym? Why you can't find another job? Why you can't find you a new boo? That's all on you. And that's just that. I put my hands up on it. I put my hands up. Can't speak on it. Don't stop yourself, y'all. Y'all are great. We love you guys. Don't stop yourself from listening to the show because we be speaking on some stuff that you ain't ready to hear yet. But it's real. That's
It's
that. That's
Lee.
that. I wish I had a grill so I can get.
I'm getting one
I can give the
soon.
the mouthpiece situation. So check out Grind Mode. Check out And I'm So High. One of our favorite songs that's always on our reels, in our personal lives and pages. And have an amazing freaking week, y'all. I think
Yeah.
this week's challenge is to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Ooh, that's the challenge.
Do something that makes you feel uncomfortable. That could be in work, that could be in relationships, that could be with your child, like whatever you want to do. But you feel a little, you don't know, you hesitant about it. Just go ahead and release the stop. Release it.
Release the
Re-
beast. Unleash the
release
beast.
Unleash it
Unleash the beast. Be.
within you.
I like
Period.
that.
Hey, wow.
Thanks for
Wow.
watching.
Follow us on Instagram, hospitality_queens. I am your girl, Erin. Follow me, Get Toned with E or Get Toned Wellness for all your wellness needs.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Whitney White one underscore. And you can shop my store, Shop 2230 on Facebook and Instagram.
And until
And make
next
sure you
time,
like, subscribe, share, all of that shit. Do it. You should already be doing it if you're watching. But yeah, do it. Rate us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on all of the things. We love you guys.
and until next time, peace.